Keeping love alive when work seems to dominate every aspect of life may feel like an impossible mission, but it's precisely in these challenging moments that the strongest connections are forged. Many people believe that love should be spontaneous and free of difficulties, but the truth is, it blossoms when we find creative ways to overcome obstacles together. If you're in a relationship with a workaholic, you know how hard it is to compete with work for your partner's attention and time. But what if I told you it's possible not only to keep love alive, but to strengthen that bond even in the most challenging circumstances? The key lies in practical strategies that not only preserve the relationship but also allow both partners to grow together. Let's explore concrete ways to turn the challenge of workaholism into an opportunity to rekindle and deepen the love that binds you. A workaholic is someone who lives and breathes work, often without realizing that this excessive dedication might be becoming a problem. It's not just about being committed or passionate about what they do, but being so immersed in their profession that other aspects of life, like family and love, start to lose space. Signs that someone is in this situation include the inability to mentally disconnect from work, even outside of office hours, and a constant worry about what still needs to be done, ignoring the need for rest. This behavior might seem productive at first glance, but it hides a series of challenges. The workaholic may start to neglect important moments with the family, turning the home into an extension of the office. As soon as one project is finished, another begins, and the cycle never seems to end. If the partner tries to intervene, they might encounter resistance, as if they're an obstacle to professional success when, in reality, it's an attempt to preserve emotional balance and the health of the relationship. Picture a family dinner where everyone is gathered, but your partner is more engaged with their phone than with the conversation at the table. This is a classic example of how work can take over every space, preventing true moments of connection. When work dominates all moments, the line between healthy commitment and obsession becomes almost invisible, and that's where the danger lies. The priority shifts from personal and family well-being to work alone. Recognizing that someone is a workaholic is not simple, especially for those deeply immersed in this lifestyle. The initial challenge is to understand that this obsession with work might be masked by good intentions, like securing the family's financial future or achieving professional success. However, these same motivations can lead to irreparable damage in relationships. It's crucial to identify these signs early so that steps can be taken to prevent work from becoming a hidden enemy of love and family harmony. When work begins to take up more space than it should, the effects on the relationship are inevitable. A lack of quality time together becomes constant, and the partner starts to feel neglected. Those moments that were once dedicated to leisure, conversations, or simply being together are now replaced by overtime, meetings, and the eternal promise of, next week, we'll have more time. This imbalance leads to emotional distance, creating an invisible but very present barrier between the partners. This distance isn't just physical but also emotional. With the focus on work, conversations become monotonous and predictable, always revolving around the same professional topics. Spontaneity disappears, and with it, the connection that once existed. Resentment starts to build on both sides. The workaholic feels their partner doesn't understand their need to work, while the other feels the relationship is being sidelined. If this cycle of hurt isn't interrupted, it can lead to a breakup or, worse, an unhappy and stagnant relationship. In extreme cases, this obsession with work can lead to serious conflicts. A practical example would be when one partner plans a trip or a special event, but the other cancels at the last minute due to a work emergency. When this type of situation becomes frequent, it undermines trust and the feeling of priority within the relationship. The partner who feels left out may start to doubt the love and commitment of the other, questioning whether the relationship is truly important. In the long run, the impact can be devastating. The small cracks that appear over time can turn into insurmountable chasms. It's as if work becomes a third person in the relationship, occupying the space that should be reserved for love and family. To prevent this, it's crucial that both partners recognize the problem and work together to restore balance, preserving what is most valuable, the emotional connection and love that unites them. It's important to distinguish between someone who is dedicated to their work and someone who is truly obsessed with it. Professional dedication involves commitment, passion, and a constant pursuit of excellence without neglecting other areas of life, such as family and love. However, when this dedication crosses healthy boundaries and starts to invade all aspects of life, obsession sets in. This fine line between being dedicated and being a workaholic can be hard to identify, but it's crucial for maintaining balance. Imagine someone who wakes up early and goes to bed late, not out of necessity, but because they feel an uncontrollable compulsion to always be involved in professional tasks. This person may start to feel that it's never enough, that there's always more to be done, and that stopping is synonymous with failure. This is one of the main signs that work has ceased to be just a part of life and has turned into an obsession. Healthy dedication includes breaks, moments of leisure, and, most importantly, the ability to mentally disconnect from work at the end of the day. On the other hand, obsession reveals itself when the person can no longer disconnect. Even in moments meant for rest or family, the mind remains focused on professional responsibilities. This can lead to a vicious cycle where the person justifies their excessive work as necessary to secure the family's well-being, but in reality, they are sacrificing exactly what they want to protect. In this scenario, love and family relationships are the first to suffer the consequences, becoming victims of this obsession. To prevent this obsession from taking over life, it's important for the person to conduct an honest self-assessment, observing whether work is consuming their energy and time disproportionately. It is possible, and necessary, to excel at what you do without sacrificing other areas of life. The key is recognizing the signs that work is becoming more than just a responsibility and taking steps to re-establish boundaries. After all, balance is what allows dedication to work to be a source of fulfillment, rather than exhaustion and isolation. Talking about the impact of workaholism on a relationship isn't easy, but it's essential for restoring harmony and connection between the couple. Effective communication starts with choosing the right moment and the appropriate approach. Avoiding accusatory tones is crucial. Instead, it's important to express how the partner's behavior is affecting the relationship and family dynamics. Rather than saying, "You never have time for me," it's more productive to say, "I miss spending more time together, and I think work is taking up too much of our time." This empathetic approach allows the workaholic partner to see the situation from a new perspective without feeling attacked or guilty. The key here is to be clear and specific about what's happening and how it's impacting love and family life. For example, instead of generalizing, you can mention a recent event, like a planned evening that was canceled due to work, and how it made you feel. This kind of concrete example helps bring the conversation into reality, making it easier for the partner to understand the seriousness of the situation. Additionally, it's crucial to keep the conversation open and honest, encouraging your partner to share their own feelings and challenges. They may be aware of the problem but feel they have no control over the situation. Offer a safe space for both of you to discuss possible solutions without pressure, but with the understanding that something needs to change. The idea is to work together to find a balance where work and love can coexist in a healthy way. As you wrap up the conversation, it's important to reaffirm your commitment to the relationship and your willingness to find a solution that benefits both of you. This isn't just about criticism, but about building something better for the future. With effective communication, it's possible to turn what seemed like an unsustainable situation into an opportunity for growth and strengthening the relationship. By creating space for empathy and understanding, the couple can begin to walk together toward a balance that satisfies both their needs. Establishing clear boundaries between work and personal life is essential for protecting the relationship from the impact of workaholism. Healthy boundaries are not just barriers but guides that help maintain the necessary balance for work and love to coexist harmoniously. One of the first steps is to set specific hours for work and moments dedicated exclusively to family and your partner. For example, setting a rule that after 7 p.m., all electronic devices are turned off can be a simple but highly effective way to ensure quality time together. Another important strategy is to create daily rituals that reinforce these boundaries. Something as simple as sharing breakfast together, without the interference of emails or phone calls, can have a positive impact on the relationship. These small moments help solidify the emotional connection and remind the couple that, despite professional demands, the relationship also needs attention and care. Keeping these rituals a priority demonstrates a mutual commitment to balance and the well-being of the relationship. It's also important that both partners are aligned with the established boundaries. Teamwork is essential here. The non-workaholic partner should support and encourage adherence to these boundaries without imposing or forcing changes. This mutual support creates an environment of understanding and respect, where work and personal life don't compete but complement each other. Flexibility is important, but without letting exceptions become the rule. When boundaries are respected, the couple can experience a new dynamic where work doesn't negatively interfere with the relationship. The ability to say no to work outside the agreed-upon hours is a powerful way to reaffirm that love and family have a central place in both their lives. By adopting these practices, the couple not only protects the relationship but also builds a solid foundation for facing future challenges, maintaining the necessary balance for a full and satisfying life. Even with a busy work schedule, it's possible to find creative ways to spend quality time together. This may require a bit more planning, but the rewards in terms of emotional connection and relationship strengthening are invaluable. A practical idea is to turn small moments of the day into opportunities to be present with each other, like preparing a meal together or taking a walk at the end of the day. These moments, though brief, can become rituals of connection that help keep the flame of the relationship alive. For couples where work takes up much of the time, planning activities outside the routine is also essential. Setting aside a weekend for a short trip or even an afternoon of leisure without technological distractions can be revitalizing. The key here is that during these moments, work is set aside, allowing the couple to focus solely on their relationship. This kind of conscious disconnection from the professional world is necessary for love and family to remain at the center of life. Another suggestion is to create weekly dates, where the couple dedicates themselves exclusively to an activity together, whether it's watching a movie, cooking a new recipe, or simply talking about non-work-related topics. This time dedicated to shared leisure not only strengthens the emotional bond but also offers a welcome break from the stressful daily routine. These dates are a way to remind your partner that, despite professional demands, love and connection remain a priority. Consistency in creating this quality time is what will make a difference in the long run. It's not just about grand gestures but a series of small daily actions that, when added up, create a solid foundation of emotional support and closeness. By valuing these moments, the couple finds ways to keep the connection strong, even when work demands seem to take over everything. This way, it's possible to build a relationship that not only survives but thrives, even in the midst of the pressures of an intense professional life. Self-care is an essential element, both for the workaholic partner and their companion, to maintain balance in a relationship. When work begins to consume most of the time and energy, self-care is often neglected, leading to physical and emotional exhaustion. For the workaholic, it's vital to create a routine that includes moments of pause and relaxation, like practicing meditation, exercising, or simply enjoying a hobby. These practices not only help recharge energy but are also essential for maintaining mental health and a connection with oneself. For the non-workaholic partner, self-care should not be overlooked either. Taking care of yourself, whether by dedicating time to personal activities or seeking moments of tranquility, is crucial to avoid feeling overwhelmed and frustrated within the relationship. This can include anything from moments of reading, like exploring books that promote personal growth and well-being, to practicing activities like yoga or walking in nature. By taking care of themselves, the partner also strengthens their ability to support the other in a balanced and healthy way. Maintaining balance in a relationship requires both partners to be attentive to their own needs and those of the relationship. This means that, in addition to practicing individual self-care, the couple should seek activities that promote mutual well-being, like a walk outdoors or a relaxing afternoon at home. Integrating these practices into the routine can make all the difference in the quality of life as a couple, allowing both to feel refreshed and connected despite the pressures of daily life. The balance between work, love, and family is a constant challenge, but one that can be achieved when self-care is seen as a priority. By recognizing the importance of taking care of oneself and each other, the couple builds a solid foundation that can withstand the storms caused by workaholism. This commitment to self-care and balance is what will allow the couple not only to survive but to thrive in an environment where work often tries to take control. Dealing with a workaholic partner requires a good dose of support and patience, but it's important to remember that this is a two-way street. Offering support doesn't just mean tolerating absences or excusing obsessive behavior towards work, but being present to help your partner find the balance they need. This can include anything from honest conversations about the impacts of workaholism to jointly seeking solutions that meet both partners' needs, such as setting clear boundaries for work. However, offering this support shouldn't mean sacrificing your own needs. The non-workaholic partner also needs to be firm about their own limits and expectations within the relationship. This requires patience, but also healthy assertiveness to express how the partner's behavior is affecting their emotional and family life. This open and direct communication is what allows the building of a dynamic where both feel valued and respected, even amid the tensions caused by excessive work. Patience is undoubtedly a necessary virtue in this process, but it should be balanced with concrete actions that promote change. Instead of passively waiting for a transformation, it's essential that the partner encourages small changes that can make a big difference, like setting aside daily time to disconnect from work and focus on the relationship. This kind of proactive support helps create an environment where work isn't seen as an enemy but as part of a balanced and healthy life. Ultimately, support and patience within a relationship with a workaholic must be based on mutual understanding and a shared commitment to the well-being of the relationship. Both partners play a crucial role in ensuring that love and family aren't overshadowed by work demands. With this balanced approach, it's possible to build a strong and resilient partnership, capable of facing the challenges of workaholism with empathy, understanding, and above all, love. There comes a time when the situation may require professional help, especially when the couple's efforts to deal with workaholism aren't effective. Individual therapy can be a great start for the workaholic partner, helping them identify the roots of this behavior and develop strategies to establish a healthier balance between work and personal life. Additionally, couples therapy can be essential for opening a more effective communication channel and restoring the emotional connection between partners. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness but of strength and commitment to the well-being of the relationship. Coaching can also be an interesting alternative, offering practical tools to better manage time and priorities. It's important that both partners are open to this possibility and see the process as an opportunity for growth, both individually and together. The decision to seek professional help should be made jointly, with the understanding that this is a crucial step to ensure the health of the relationship. Choosing the right moment to seek help is crucial. If the couple is facing a cycle of recurring arguments about work, unresolved resentments, or a growing emotional disconnection, it's time to consider professional intervention. Therapy or coaching can offer new perspectives and tools to deal with workaholism more effectively, turning what seems like an insurmountable obstacle into an opportunity for growth and strengthening the relationship. Small changes in routine can bring significant improvements in the balance between work and personal life. Something as simple as setting a time to turn off electronic devices at night can create space for moments of disconnection that revitalize the relationship. Creating a morning routine where both partners share a coffee or a quiet conversation before starting the day can also reinforce the emotional connection, making the day less stressful and more harmonious. Another powerful change is introducing scheduled breaks during the workday. These breaks can be used for brief physical exercise, a walk outdoors, or even a moment of reflection. These controlled interruptions help avoid burnout and allow the workaholic to return to work with a clearer and more focused mind. Additionally, these moments of pause can be shared with the partner, strengthening the relationship and showing that work doesn't have to be a barrier between the two. Implementing these small changes consistently can create a positive domino effect throughout the relationship. The feeling that the partner is making a conscious effort to balance work and personal life can relieve tensions and create a more welcoming and loving environment. These changes don't require significant sacrifices but rather a reevaluation of priorities and the recognition that love and family deserve a space as important as work in both partners' lives. Celebrating professional achievements is important, but it's also essential to value the moments when the partner can disconnect from work and dedicate themselves to the relationship. Small celebrations, like a special night after completing an important project or a family dinner without technological distractions, can reinforce the importance of balancing work and personal life. These moments of disconnection are opportunities to reconnect and renew the commitment to love and family. Encouraging your partner to disconnect from work at specific times, like weekends or holidays, can make a big difference. These scheduled breaks not only recharge energies but also allow the couple to create positive memories and strengthen their emotional bond. Celebrating these moments of disconnection can be as important as celebrating work successes, as they demonstrate that the partner is prioritizing the relationship and seeking a healthy balance. Creating a culture of celebration within the relationship, where every victory, whether at work or in personal life, is recognized, helps maintain both partners' motivation and enthusiasm. These celebrations don't need to be grand. Often, simple and meaningful gestures have the most impact. The important thing is that both partners feel that their efforts are valued, both in work and in love, creating an environment where balance is not only desired but achieved. Now that you know these strategies, the question remains: what are you willing to do to keep love alive, even in the face of the challenge of a workaholic partner? Remember, small changes can make a big impact, and the effort you put into cultivating a balance between work and personal life can completely transform the dynamics of your relationship. Have you started thinking about how to apply one of these tips in your daily life? How about starting today? Don't let work stifle the love that exists between you. Invest in the relationship, celebrate every victory, and above all, create moments of disconnection that allow you to reconnect. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue learning about how to strengthen your relationship, even in the most challenging times. Because true love, the kind that survives and thrives, is built day by day with dedication, patience, and most importantly, the right strategies.